What's up, people? Rob Barrington here for another weekly challenge with the robots. It's Thanksgiving week, so we are starting off on Monday here with an empty stomach, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll be full and have a victory behind us. So we're playing a non-best hand imp tournament. So once again, we will not have the best hand at the table, and we see in this sort of scenario, we're going to have decisions like this pretty much for the first time, basically, if you're used to just playing best hand tournaments, right? Because you're not going to be preempting. You're always going to have more than an opening hand, or at least 11 or 10 on your worst day, which is kind of your upper preemptive range. And there we have so much information that doesn't matter. Here, this is just more like real bridge. So what the heck would we do when it goes past to us? And we have this hand. It's interesting. We have a 7-card spade suit. We do have the ability to open one spade. We play Drury, and we might be able to get partner to help us out with that and stay low. I really don't want to give the opponents the ability to come in at the 2 level with hearts. I also hate my suit quality. I have Queen 9 7th, so I'm going to split the difference here and just open 2 spades. I don't mind doing this in times where my hand is kind of ugly like this and my suit is bad. I'm okay kind of underselling the length of spades just because I might be able to get something like this where they still bid hearts but partner raises spades, and we'll make a decision after this. We shouldn't be bidding again, but here we go. All right, pretty good. Partner actually has a lot of wasted values in hearts, and we're still not going to do too poorly here. However, the problem is they're not going to make too many hearts over there either. So let's see what we can limit the damage to here. We're hoping we just get a reasonable trump break and we only lose 2 spades, because going plus here is pretty mandatory. Let's hope they're not roughing a diamond over there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we'll overtake there just so we can lead a spade towards our hand. And there it is, King Ace. Oh, the impossible dream. There it is, folks. They crashed their honors together. Poor robots. They never had a chance. Now we claim and drop that jack of spades over there to our right. They didn't need to hop ace. And we will claim our plus 140 on that board. So let's take a look at the result stream over there. They could have had us there if they just figure this out. Hang on a second. And here it is. So, I mean, if we only opened 1 spade, we might have seen a Michael's Cubit over there. They would still find some hearts. We would probably still be bidding spades, especially if partner just raised spades. If we open 3 spades, it'll be interesting. I don't know what the robot does with these sorts of hands. I went low because my suit was just yuck. If I had the 10, 9, 8 of spades, I would like my suit a lot better. The fact that we have 7 of them is great. The good thing is that I'm not vulnerable. I'm in 3rd chair, so preempting seems normal, especially with a super shortness in there or the other major suit. So on this end, even buying 7 points from partner that are kind of wasted, right? They have 7 points in a suit we're already singleton in. We still were able to scrape together 9 tricks, but only because, as you'll see, this should show down 1 at least from the very start, and that's because they crunched their spade honors together. I'm not sure why the robot would ever do this, actually. So they win their ace of clubs, and now they put a little fear into us by leading this. It looks like they could have done quite well just by exiting a heart here or a low spade. But here, now we play this to the king of diamonds. And at this point, folks, I'm poor. I just need to play the jack of diamonds, right? I thought lefty might be more likely to be roughing this one, so I was worried about that. But here you can see I can lock up a make because I get to play jack of diamonds. They'll rough on my right, but they'll be roughing with a natural trump trick, which I will get to pitch my heart away on. As it turned out, they made just as poor of a mistake. They hopped king for some reason and just cracked their honors together. There's really no reason to do that. Just play the jack, hope for the best. And you'll get 2 spade tricks, and you'll beat me 1. But the same robots are at play at the other table. I think the auction will be interesting to see the difference of when we get there. All right, we're back. And this is a non-best hand tournament, I'll remind you of. And we have this 11 count in 2nd seat vulnerable. I do not bid. I do not need to upgrade. I don't need to do anything here. There's no reason to open with this hand. I'm flat, which is a terrible downgrade of a shape. I also have only 11 points, so I'm gonna look for reasons to open with 11. I'm not going to default open 11. Give me 12 points in the same thing. Different ball game. Opening a hundo. Or for the 100% of the time. I spent some time with the friends this weekend, so a little bit of the the weekend vernacular seeping back in. So one club pass. What do we do with this hand? I think this is absolutely perfectly standard 2-note trumpet. I'm not worried about hearts. It's gone pass, a club pass, right? So I'm okay doing this to show my values and see if partner wants to bid a game. They correctly did not, right? It looks like they have a 13 count, and that's right in the middle of the range you're expecting for a do I not accept, do I accept 12 to 14-ish or 12 to 15. Here they're right in the middle, and there's no reason to upgrade their choice because of the quality of their cards. This will be a fun one to play, though. We're getting a nice free finesse on the opening lead. And we see 2 suits we could develop a couple extra tricks in. Clubs is going to be safer because we just have better cards in the suit. And we automatically start with 6 winners because we have 3 diamonds and 3 spades because of the lead, as long as we play low. If we play the ace, we're back down to 2 spades. Right? So there's 1, and we're just going to start generating tricks. What we really hope is, in this effort to generate tricks, we see them switch to hearts. Right? This is not the worst case scenario if they decide to play hearts at this point, please. They didn't. Because really, we need to lose 2 more tricks to develop 2 tricks in that suit as well. But they didn't cooperate. They tried to clear spades. We have 1 more stopper there. But let's see where we are at this point. We've taken 2 already, which is right above me. The vertical is us right there. We have 2 more clubs, right? That's 4. We have 3 diamonds. That's going to be 7. And that jack of spades is 8, folks. Boom, boom. We like that. Does that mean we just rip off 8 tricks and we're done with it? I don't think so. Right? In fact, I think we're going to play a club to the queen. And we're just going to see if they want to be a little bit helpful here. Notice we have entries on both sides of the tables. I have a club entry in the north hand for sure. And I have diamond entries on both sides of the table. So I don't want to clear any of my suits. And now we might have a decision if they switch to a spade here. Here it comes. There's the spade. Here we throw away a heart. Okay. All right. I mean, they all followed the spades. The question is, are we going to take any extra tricks here? Okay, they pitched diamonds. That's a good thing. So it means maybe we could play some diamonds, see if those are going to break for us. And now maybe they just sorted this out. Maybe the hearts are just hearts, right? But I think they have the ace of hearts and a spade on both sides, or a heart and a spade on both sides. And there it is. Okay, so we took the 8 tricks we were going to take. What I did do there, folks, just from, I know we're playing imps, but we might as well search for extra tricks. I'm trying to scrape them together, right? So I'm not just going to end when I find my 8 tricks. When I get to this moment, right, now that I know I can count to 8, now comes the time, hey, let's try it. Let's see if they'll cooperate at least. And they might have cooperated in different ways. Cooperating could have meant they cleared out hearts for us at some point. That would be their mistake cooperating. But really, it could just be the way the cards are distributed. If this player to our left hop with the king and we transport a spade over to their hand, right? And now they have 3 spades. Once they clear spades, they may not have a way to get back to their hand, and we may have just created an extra heart trick at the end. Obviously, that wasn't happening here. And obviously, the robot probably wouldn't have surrendered the king if that was the case either. But in this case, we tried for an extra trick. It wasn't there. But we still took the 8 we were destined to take, and that's because we weren't going to be at risk of them ripping off a bunch of winners by letting them in, right? If we were, we would never have done that. We would have taken our money and ran. All right, look at for a non-best hand tournament, we're doing pretty good with the hands we've had so far. We had a preempt on the first one. We went plus. This next one we invited and went plus. Good. And here we are with this 13 count that we're going to start tomorrow with. Let's see where we end up. And for the rest of the week, we will be inching toward Thanksgiving. We'll have maybe a little bit of a turkey hangover on Friday, but hopefully we can pull together a victory this week. Happy holidays, folks, and I'll see you for the rest of the week right here in the Weekly Challenge. Take care, folks.